What's the tag and everything for?
Oh, did you update your?
I did not.
Oh, I mean, I guess this would constitute as IRL.
Yeah, I need to change that really quick. Right now it says I'm doing it now. Which
Exactly.
So. And it'll change on some, right? We don't have to restart the stream. Or
Exactly.
Just making sure. All right, entertain everybody. Do a dance.
All right. Wait, hold on. I'm not on my phone yet. Exiting host mode. Okay. Are we live? Are we live? Hello.
Wow, it didn't change the stream title. It's all. Let's stop for the day. Messed up. We're done.
Game over. JK, everybody. JK. All right. Hello. What's bonus? Yeah.
Thank you for everything. Go ahead. It looks like we are live.
Oh, sweet. Awesome.
All right, if I need to change my title, it's not letting me.
See a crap load of cider. Yes, that's true, Vindictive Pat. You do see a crap load. By the way, hi, I'm DJ Rebirth. I live down the street.
Why don't you let me update my title? What the hell?
Ultimoist is in the background right now, just doing some last minute configuration.
So why?
He's over at the captain's seat. Vindictive Pat, hello. Can't see my eyes, but I assure you I'm here. Just enjoying a nice coffee, custom prepared by Ultimoist himself. Some medium blend. It's got some delicious foam. It's good. Yeah, just getting things going here. We're gonna brew some. Ultimoist is gonna brew. Ulti is gonna brew some of the most delicious blend. Working title. See the eyes? Got a good feeling there. Yes, they're. I assure you, they're there. Actually, I'm gonna pop this up for you guys. I hate not being able to make eye contact. It just makes it awkward. Makes it super awkward. Okay. Now we see the cider. Can't see my face. And we are professional IRL streamers. Just kidding. That's a little bit better. There we go. Welcome all. Come on in. Don't be shy. Hello. Hello, PJ Peter Pan. Welcome, everyone. That's the stuff. That's right. Cider stream. That's right. Who's this guy? Where's Ultimoist? See, I'm the opener.
Why isn't IRL even showing up?
We got a tier 1 sub by iGreenie. iGreenie, thank you so much for the 12 months. Ultimoist is in the corner, but he is very, very grateful for your 12 months of support. That is an entire year. 1 year you've supported Ultimoist and counting. Thank you so much. Green. Making honey wide mead time. So good.
I should have done some.
Yeah, we appreciate
in there, I guess.
We appreciate everyone's support. Hype, that's right. The sub hype, the sub train has started. We've been live for like 3 minutes and already people are hitting that sub train. It's gonna be insane tonight. Depends on how much coffee I drink.
Make as much as you want.
All right, coffee all night. But yeah, we're gonna be doing everything on the ground, everyone's favorite place in the world. So yeah, we're gonna get things going very shortly. But yeah, we're excited. We're excited for everyone to be here and check it out. This is a learning experience for us as much as it is for you. This is going to be very informational. By the end of the stream, you're going to know, hey, look who it is, Ultimoist.
It's a kitchen.
In the kitchen.
I'm cooking.
He's cooking.
Sort of. I mean, I guess it's cooking at the beginning because it's really more of a really sugary juice before it's actually alcohol. So there's that point. I can't read chat, by the way, so and plus I won't be reading chat as I do some of this stuff. So that's just an FYI.
Yeah.
So while we're waiting for people to gather, first of all, I want to thank my lovely Vanna White, DJ Rebirth here. I put his name in the title. Please shoot him a follow.
Oh, thanks, man.
He
Appreciate
is
it.
helping me out. He just moved to Omaha recently, and I promise I did not make him do it.
Haha, that's what you think. I saw you at GDQ. I'm like, I know where. I'm kidding. I got family out here.
I heard that he is working in the local strip club while trying to find. Oh, too soon.
Know what I'm saying?
All right, so let's go through some items first. I think that while we're waiting for people, what I want to do is just go through all the equipment I'm going to use here because easier now than when I'm in the middle of doing what I'm going to do. So this is a bucket. It stores things in it, and what it's going to do is create a nice, safe place for our must. So must is an industry term, like I'm in the industry or something, but I'm not. And that's just basically the base of the mead. So before it ferments, it is called a must.
Salty Sardines, thank you for the Twitch Prime sub. We appreciate it. You're awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Salty. I know. And first of all, also, apologies for this taking so long. I cannot help UPS. I swear I have the worst luck with deliveries in general. FedEx, UPS now is on my shit list. So definitely didn't have a good time there. But here's the scale. If you've not seen one of these, I got it from my bathroom. It's been sanitized. And the only thing I'm going to use that for is measuring out honey, because this is 12 pounds of honey. And it being 12 pounds of honey, I probably don't want to put it all in an already sugary cider mixture. I'll put about 10 pounds of it in to get a nice sweet but very alcoholic drink. Because the way this works is sugar is converted to alcohol, so no matter how much sugar you put in, the majority of it is going to be turned into alcohol. So it's not going to be as sugary as what you would think.
I love sugar even more.
Yeah, yeah, because sugar turns into CO2 and alcohol, which is what the yeast does for you. CO2 we can do without, but the alcohol's great stuff. They do say mead was one of the oldest drinks. Probably some hunters on a long journey found a beehive and did not want to waste the honey, so they put it in their water jug. And 3 days later, they noticed that women looked more attractive when they drank it. So,
sorry about that.
So other things I'm going to use. I'll try to go in order a little bit here. So you already saw the honey. This is actually from a star thistle. It's from Michigan. I normally don't like things from Michigan. No offense, Michiganders, but I've heard this has good flavor. I've never used it before in brewing. So this is cider. This is cider from a local orchard here near Omaha. It's actually in Council Bluffs, but they merged together. I wrote down what was in it. This is a notebook. You use it to take notes. Let's see here. The apple concentration is a red blend of various ones. I know, sounds like wine all of a sudden. Wrong notes. It's mostly Jonathan apples. Apparently it's 80% Jonathan apples and then red apple mixtures to kind of give it the color it has. So that's what we're dealing with here. I got 4 gallons of it. And then distilled water for 2 reasons. First of all, you got to kind of round up about over 5 gallons. So as you rack, which is another term of shifting vassals to get rid of crud. That's the scientific explanation. So you want to have more than 5 gallons. This distilled water is pH neutral and also clean, so it's going to help me fill that out. But the other thing it's going to help me with is this device, which is a pH reader. You do not want a yeast infection, whether you are a female or you are a mead maker. Yeast infections are bad, so you want to keep your pH at the level that allows the yeast you want to succeed, while not letting rogue yeast, which will be all up in this. All up in this is rogue yeast, so we don't want that to have any chance to really survive this process if we can help it. We'll get into yeasts in a second because there's a lot of different yeasts with different profiles. Not that I'm an expert by any means, I just have used a few of them now, and based on alcohol tolerance and its ability to ferment with the sugars I'm going to be using, that's why I kind of picked the one that I do. So here's another tool of the trade. This is a hydrometer, and this is going to tell us what our original ABV is. So there will be no alcohol when I first mix this together, but this will tell us what our potential is, which will not be accurate because of the way the cider and the mead mix together. It's probably going to tell me like 15%. But here's a spoiler, is before I actually did this process, I entered the ingredients into a calculator, and this is going to have 23% alcohol potential. It's not going to hit it, because I'm going to use a yeast that ensures I don't. But 23% is technically the maximum that this concoction could have, theoretically, if I had just the Hercules of yeast. And then here's a spoon. I'm going to use it to mix things. Knife in case I need to open something. Even bigger spoon. This one's more important, because this spoon's going to be turning a lot of must in a circle to aid fermentation. A ladle, so that I can pour DJ Rebirth a cup of the very, very sweet drink, and you can tell me how it tastes.
Absolutely, I will taste test the shit out of that. hard apple cider. I don't think this water's from Flint, Michigan, salty sardines, but good question. Someone called you the American Uh-oh. So until you die from it, said hello and called you the American Psycho.
Hey, Tilly, what's up? I know that guy. Thermometer. It measures the temperature.
Crap stream.
I wouldn't poison myself as much on chicken since I'm colorblind if I use this more. So, fun fact, I do have one. For those of you that keep telling me that I need one, I use it for brewing, not for mead. And then I have some measuring cups. Now, this is one of the most important things, and I actually cracked my one earlier. I don't have a backup, so I had to actually create a new one from a dog toy, from a squeaker, and then I put it on one of my more mature batches. But this is an Airlock base, and then you can't really have germs or rogue oxygen get into your brew, so you secure it with an Airlock, which we'll show later, very late in the process. And this is one that I stole off of one of my other stable batches, and as I said, I put together one like a freaking MacGyver from a dog toy. So
heck yeah,
it should work. It looks like it's going to work, but at least until the new one's coming from Amazon. So those are the tools I'm going to use. I brought this out. I'm not going to use this because I already did it, but sanitation is everything for mead making. Now, you can bleach, but bleach you should really let it dry off a lot longer because bleach can actually get into plastic and can create kind of a chlorine taste as well as, well, I mean that's the plus it's toxic. There's that. But this is a little less toxic. It cleans, sanitizes based on acidity, and so this is Star San it's called, and I found it through researching, and it works really well. Rinses off very easily. And you can even air dry it. It's not toxic, so you can let it air dry. So I'm not going to use that. I just want to show you. I've already cleaned all this because sanitation is maybe the most important part of this whole process.
Absolutely.
Any rogue bacteria or yeast will definitely give you bad flavors. This is vodka. This is so we can get shit-faced. But no, it's not actually. This is bottom shelf vodka. You don't want to drink this. This is toxic.
That's right, Flamster. It is a mead stream. Mustard P loves their kitchen even more. Looking at your kitchen.
Yeah, well, I live in a 1,200 square foot studio, so literally this is a big circular room. So this opens up into a bunch of other stuff. It works. It works for what I have. Yeah, so we'll use this in the Airlock, and again, I'll explain that when I get to the Airlock stage of it. We're not going to see the vodka for a little bit at least. So we're going to be doing cold method here. Now, normally if you want to be super sure that only your yeast is going to win out in fermentation, you would actually heat up the honey like a damn savage. Problem is that can reduce the flavor. And also there's so much yeast in this cider, and I'm not going to heat up all the cider. So I have a pot. Well, you probably can't see it, but I do have a big old pot that I could heat it all up in, but I like flavor, so we're going to just risk it for the biscuit and dump things in cold. Plus, also, heating it up would take about 20 more minutes, and we're not going to do that. We're lazy. Oh, this is going to be a very simple sicer. I didn't even explain that. This is mead, but it's going to be mead with cider, which is sicer, which is an official drink. I'm going to make a very simple one. If I choose to spice it, I'll do it in the secondary. So for now, I'm just going to mix in a ton of brown sugar in this bad boy.
Yummy.
Give it a little extra flavor. No fruits, nothing like that. Not at least in this part of the fermentation. Just a whole lot of... That's why I sanitized the knife. I'm not open this. I knew I did it for a reason. Hey, Kuma. No touchy. I gave her a bone to chew on, but now she's interested in what's on stream. You can come over here.
It's Kuma! Look at Kuma, everybody.
She's very concerned with all the stuff in the kitchen right now.
Kuma stream.
All right, puppy hug's over. Fuck off. Okay, so the other only things I have here, I have my hand condoms up there, so I'll use those in a bit. But here's a yeast nutrient. Certain nutrients will allow us to make sure we get off to a good start in this fermentation. So we'll be using Energizer and nutrient. I got bags of it, so I'll use a little bit of that. If I was using more fruit, I would probably use less, but we're not. So, and then there's calcium carbonate. What this does is it changes the pH, and it raises the pH. And so we're going to test our pH and make sure we're good, because if it's not, we gotta make it more. Let's see, what would that be? Raising pH, that's lowering the acidity, right? I always forget which direction it is.
Up or down. I want to say more is more acidic. Less is.
More is more acidic.
I believe so.
Someone in chat's about to correct me. I know that,
yeah.
So,
if anybody in chat's got the Google, let us know.
Let me Google that for you. And yeah, I think we can just about get going. You all know the tools. You all know Kuma. You all know DJ. And we can get going. And you may know me. So I kind of want to start with, man, this is such an inconveniently shaped honey because there's such a small spout in this thing. It's going to take forever for this to come out. So I'll probably start dumping cider in. Let's smell it, see if it went rotten while I was waiting for my honey to arrive.
Oh, it's less acidic with more pH. Gotcha. Thanks, Mustard Pete.
MP, thank you. It doesn't smell too bad. I think it's fine.
Nice.
And I had to keep it in the fridge a little longer than I would have liked, mainly because my honey was 3 business days late. Don't get me started. You can read the Discord if you have.
There's a whole epic chronicle that went on in the Discord. I highly encourage checking it out with our honey acquisition and our cider acquisition.
Yeah, that smells good. All right, so we'll clean up later. I don't need to bore you all with that. I'm trying to pour it so it doesn't splash because, well, cider's sticky. Actually, everything in this whole entire area is sticky because it's all sugar for fermentation. I don't know if many people have done fermentation streams. Yeah, do you think this is like a thing?
I mean, this is the very first stream, well, one that I've ever been a part of with another streamer that isn't my wife, and also where, yeah, people have been brewing stuff, so.
I think we're inventing something here.
Awesome.
I mean, we literally are inventing something here. And if it's interesting enough, then what I'll do is I'll actually, when I rack it, when I do all those things, I'll do short streams to show how I get this from vassal to vassal, as well as bottling. It might be interesting to see.
What in God's name is right? Yabby dabby, daddy. Yabby daddy.
Hey, yeah, baby daddy, what's up?
It's very read.
Oh yeah, you can tell this is good cider. All right.
Yeah.
I forgot to rinse this one out, which is fine. But this is how you can tell, is look at all that like excess. This is unfiltered raw cider. You can tell.
Hobo Joe! What's up, dude? Hey, Hobo Joe. I'm on someone else's stream. By the way, hey everyone, I'm DJ Rebirth.
Once again, yes, thank you for DJ Rebirth for literally DJing my life right now.
Heck yeah, story below. So, no, Hobo Joe, we're not dissolving any bodies in this bucket. Not this stream. Just kidding.
Kuma's safe for now.
Yeah, the dog is safe. But no, we're making mead, sir. You know all about making illegal hooch, don't you, Hobo Joe? I'm just kidding. Oh, boy.
This is not illegal, I will say, in the state of Nebraska.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
I'm allowed to brew. Actually, there's no laws on honey, so let's be clear. There's actually, I checked all the laws. There's nothing on honey in all of Nebraska, so technically there are no laws. It's chaos right now. However, for beer, which I'm assuming they would try to maybe like, oh, it's hops, but it's not. But let's say that were the case. I can brew up to 200 gallons for personal use. I don't know who drinks 200 gallons of wine for personal use, but that's how much. All right, so here's where we're going to start weighing some stuff. As I said, I'm going to put about 10 pounds in here. There's 12. So with container, 12.6. It doesn't have to be exact. We're just going to try to do as well as possible. And this is also unfiltered, unprocessed honey. You don't want, like, here's the thing. Is commercial cider and honey has potassium sorbate in it. And potassium, no, it'd be, potassium sorbate's right. So potassium sorbate, what that does is it prevents fermentation from happening chemically. And so everything I have has to be really unfiltered and without any additives, because if I have additives, then fermentation won't happen. So I'm just going to start dumping in.
That is some thick honey.
Big. Yeah, I don't really like the opening on this. I really don't like the fact that it's an opening for ants.
Oh, for sure. Wait, you guys have ants out here, right?
Oh, yeah. Not during the winter, though. Actually, that's probably the thing that you're going to love most, because he's from LA. LA, right?
San Diego. Southern California.
Yeah, so this is his first winter in the Midwest, and there are no bugs in the Midwest in the winter, so that's at least something to actually be very excited about. I know I am every winter.
Yeah, I saw those giant wasps during the summer. They're just out of nowhere. I'm like, that's a very large insect.
And those do not produce honey. They are useless.
Man, what do you even do?
Sting people.
Bastards.
All right, now we're at 8 pounds still.
Recursive recommends plugging a hole in the bottom to help it drain faster.
Well, I'm not using all this, so I will not be poking holes in the bottle.
Hobo Joe, you make beer on the reg? Nice. We have to have you send me some. No funny business.
That's okay, I already roofied his coffee.
Oh, shit. Oh, all right. My wife's got a pretty nice car. It's out front. Keys are in my backpack. Have fun.
All right, so this is going very slowly. So this is 12 pounds, 12.6 with the bottle, so I'm trying to get down to like 2.6. And the reason why I'm saving any of it, I could dump it all in and just make a sweeter concoction. But the reason why I'm not going to is I might need to back sweeten some of my other meads. So I'm going to keep about 2 pounds to back sweeten some of my other things because I have a lot of mead brewing. I have 25 gallons, which is way far away from my 200 that I'm allowed. So
wait, you're using your bathtub, right, to store the majority of it?
yeah, I just bathe in it every day.
Oh, nice. Oh, awesome.
Sanitizes me while ferments. It's great. So we're at 5 pounds now. If we screw up, we got to reset and go back to 1-net.
I get it. That was an earthbound record.
It's self-deprecation humor because I reset so much.
Yeniku says, "Oh yeah, pour that honey in." Woo!
I make it pour over my head. Whoa.
That's right.
We'll pour honey for tips. Let's see, 4.8 pounds. It just said 5. Come on, honey, you're not even trying anymore.
25 gallons brewing in the studio. That's right, Mustard P.
It's a 1,200 square foot studio. Let's be honest. This is not like I'm cramped in a small space. DJ, do I not have every room you'd have in a house in this space?
No, I'm kind of jealous. I want to be this home. I want to live in this home.
All right, so that's how much did I say this was 12.6? All right, so 2 more pounds. Feels like whatever. I'm gonna trust the scale, not my eyes. Which is the opposite of when you're losing weight. Trust your eyes and not the scale.
Yeah, right? It's true. All right, yeah, I've so some tidbits about me. I'm a streamer. Woo, Twitch, yay! But I moved to Nebraska about 5 months ago, and I work remote to my job in California. So I never leave my house. And you bet your ass, I've gained about 10, 15 pounds. That's it. That's it. I thought I'd gain more. Come on, Midwest. Need to eat more red meats.
I know. What are you even doing? Like you live right by the best butcher too in town.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I gotta check that out.
If you're wondering, his address is no. I'm just kidding.
Remote work is the dream. It is. It takes a lot of self-discipline. Yeah, drink lots of coffee, stand outside. It's crazy.
I don't know how you can do it. I'd go so stir crazy.
Yeah, it's
in a remote world.
Discipline. takes a lot.
Who's disciplined? Self-discipline is hard.
So true.
All right, 3.
How's the mead speedrun going, Peter Pan? PJ Peter Pan? It's going. It's going.
We're very close. Now I'm being careful. Fun fact, honey is sticky.
Honey is very sticky.
That's close enough. Smelling it. It does has an interesting smell.
Let's give it a whiff. Hey, that smells like my grandma's like old basement. Like it smells like little.
Grandma's basement mead. That's what we're making. Actually.
Exactly.
It's supposed to have more of a slight licorice taste to this dark whistle. Maybe that's what you're feeling. I don't know what your grandma's house was like. So
I don't know. It was in New York. It was a long time ago. But I remember that smell. Can't forget. Maybe she brewed. Maybe she brewed.
Maybe she bred. Maybe she made bread.
Yeah. There's a Yankee. Oh, there's a Yankee Candle, Yeniku.
Yankee Candle?
Yankee Candle smell for Grandma's basements.
All right, this is yeast nutrient. It's it's what plants crave.
Yeah, very good. Very important.
I'm just gonna put in, 2 teaspoons. This is a half teaspoon, so I'm just gonna put in about 4 of these bad boys. Can't really put in too much. Oh, I just really ruined the sanitation there. I still need that. I was like, oh, I'm done with this. Not really. Oh well. We'll risk it anyways because the inside didn't get touched. This I may need. Here's Energizer. It's also what plants crave.
Ah, very good. So is this the type of thing you add to it that you end up drinking in the end, or do you have to kind of strain the mead out so you don't get the chemicals that make it all magical?
Well, this is just nutrients,
Got it.
But even so, yeah, I'll be racking this at least once, probably more, since it is cider based. It's gonna have a lot of sediment in it, and the sediment is going to have to be racked out, which means transferring it between vessels, just leaving the bottom like cake. It's called at the bottom.
By the way, where did you learn how to make mead? Where did you get all your mead knowledgings from?
Just like anything that you do, I just read a lot, and I've made quite a few batches now, so
Nice.
I just read and practice. I mean, same with programming. I mean, everything, recipes, everything goes back to like really technology, like the training we have. Because you're a technologist too, so like almost everything you do can go back to like a function.
Exactly.
Inputs, there's a certain way you do them, and then conditionals, if it's acidic,
Yes.
add this, right? It's all an equation.
Exactly.
All right, what is my volume sitting at? So see, I'm not even at 5 gallons yet. That's why I'm going to add more water to this to bring it over 5 gallons. I didn't add the brown sugar yet, though. That's not bad. All right. One other thing I'm going to do is instead I'm going to give a little bit more flavor and a little bit more alcohol potential with this bad boy. This is 2 pounds of brown sugar, dark brown sugar. Yeah. So that's why I have a knife.
So there's 0 alcohol in this right now. It's the sugar that makes it, that gets you drunk.
This is very sugary juice. Hey, come on, back off. You do not need the sugar.
She's like, oh, I smell sugar. That's my favorite part.
Yeah, I'm just trying not to splash. I really should have put this in first. I really did not consider my order of operations here, speaking of functions.
Right.
I'm just going to destroy the bag a bit more.
Rip back.
So
Goodbye, Dad.
and kind of swoop in. I'm going to do this very slowly. Not that it matters too much if it splashes out, but I don't want to clean it up.
Yeah. That's stuff you don't need to clean off your carpet.
It's like brown sugar toothpaste tube.
Nice. So what do you guys think so far? Is this educational? Are you learning so much about the world of mead? Do you know more about mead than you did 5 minutes ago? Because we got lots more to do.
Well, you got some more to do. Got some brown sugar in my hands, so I'm going to wash that off because it's annoying. No other reason. This is not scientific.
Ultimoist will now wash his hands. Watch how he lathers each finger. Kuma's licking me.
Well, maybe you can stop tasting like brown sugar.
Yeah, that's true. Just pat your head, dog. Dog.
All right.
Recursive is learning. Awesome.
Let's see. What are we at now? We are just at 5 gallons. I'm going to add more. I like to go like 5 1/4 just so when I rack, I don't lose that volume. In second fermentation, it actually matters because you want exactly 5 so that it goes up to about the top of the carboy so you don't have a lot of oxygen potential. So me being really bad at racking, I always leave more than I should at the bottom, so I'm just going to fill up more than I need. And that helps me.
Turtle Cat. I feel like, of course you're supposed to be here, Turtle Cat. You're a part of this thing as much as we are. I learned if I could taste a few dozen bottles. Hey, Yannick, we'll talk at the end. Oh, the other person. I am DJ Rebirth, like disc jockey, but Rebirth. DJ Rebirth.
It's in the title of the stream.
Yeah, it's in the stream title.
So I'm done with a lot of this stuff. What I gotta do now is I gotta mix this all together because I promise you the honey is settling at the bottom of this, and my spoon is not quite long enough. I just know from experience to actually get to the bottom. So I'm gonna put on a hand condom so I can kind of get all up in it.
Am I a real? I am a real DJ, believe it or not.
Yeah, he has a gig actually.
Yeah.
Just come see him.
I have a gig on Friday, and I do DJ streams every Wednesday. You guys probably didn't know that. Not to plug myself on someone else's stream, but hey, free press. I do a DJ stream every Wednesday called Wicked Tunes Wednesdays. No shit.
Plug yourself as much as you want. You're helping me.
Oh, totally.
So,
but yeah, if you shoot me a follow every Wednesday, I'll be spinning hot tracks. I do a lot of like 90s hip hop and R&B. I like to keep it real. I'm from SoCal, y'all. That's my bread and butter. All right.
So hand condom. Now. I'll give you remnants of a reminder here for prostate exams. Because make sure you get them once you hit 40.
It's a nice clothes, by the way. I just want a pair just because they look cool. They look badass.
Those are gonna wear wraps in place. To be honest.
Nice.
Right? But like, there's the reason I use them is there's nothing on them. They're not powdered. There's no chemicals. So it is what it is. What it is.
Free exams. That's right, Yannick. Free exams.
Yeah. So I mean, this is the second part of the stream where I'm going to practice proctology. Just kidding, we'll not be doing it. We're not going to test the boundaries of the Twitch TOS that much.
That's right. Oh, hey, Ruinous Rapture. Oh my God, you came in at the right time. Look what we're doing, and we got a dog. We got all sorts of stuff. Ruinous Rapture, my wife joining us. Holy crap!
I feel honored. I was hoping she'd be here to play with Kuma. She loves Kuma. But now Kuma's just alone trying to get into the mead. All right, so I'm going to stir now. That's what I'm going to do. That's what this spoon is for. So I'm going to have to get in it. That's why I put on the gloves. And one arm's going to get tired, I promise you. So that's why I have it on both hands. So you can see my fingers are already dipped to the moistness as I stir.
That's right. This is manual stirring.
This is more work than I've done with my hands in like a programmer ever should, to be honest. We don't like to use our hands.
I love some... Doggo is at my foot, Ruinous. Dre after 40, you know what I'm saying? All right. You could get a longer face, Hobo Joe. How about that? It's good to see you, man. Good to see you, Hobo Joe.
You say I could get a longer spoon? Yeah, I could get a longer spoon. I just, when I bought this, I bought it from Amazon because I'm a hobo myself. I mean, we're basically related. So when I got it, I'm like, I'm not going to buy another spoon. I just bought this spoon. Why would I buy another spoon? It's not broken.
Exactly.
I got a hand condom on. It's safe.
Exactly. But that deeper reach. Reach those hard to reach flavor. Would it taste as good with a longer? Exactly. If you don't get your hands dirty, Vindictive Pat, then what do you have?
So I like to stir this up. Oh, we can smell the cider. Yeah. That smells great. So you can see the honey dripping off the spoon there. That's still at the bottom. I want to mix it until it's a little more uniform, I guess is the word. You know what I should do while I'm doing this? That would be smart. Is I'm going to... I can't reach.
Wait. What are you doing? Can I grab something for you? That's what I'm
Actually, can you turn that on to like a quarter?
This guy?
Yes, that one to like a quarter.
3, 4.
Do it to about the 9 place in the clock.
9 place. Oh, 9. Got it. Sorry.
Wait,
9? Number 9.
Okay. There you go. Perfect. Because we're gonna have to get yeasty here soon. I'm gonna need some heated up water for that.
Yeah, let's have some fun. Let's actually look in the vat. Let's look inside of the vat, y'all.
Look at this this color. It's a mixture. It's a must. Remember, that is our term. This is a must. It is not alcohol yet. So turtle, you are safe. Popo aren't going to be busting down your house or anything, because right now this is just very sugary juice. Very, very, very sugary juice with 23% alcohol potential. She does not know what to think of that.
Kuma's like, I'm on camera.
So see, while you're at the camera here, see that honey still on the spoon? That's not what we want to see when it's mixed. So we gotta rinse it off and uniformly homogenize this mixture. I'm gonna use scientific terms now, exclusively. Because we put in all the different chemicals that are gonna give it nutrients, and we put in cider and brown sugar. We want that kind of uniformly mixed. Temperature's not really going to matter much. I'm going to use the temperature gauge more for the water I'm heating up now. However, I do want this to just not be above a certain amount, but seeing how the cider came from a fridge, I'm not too concerned with it. It should be about 60 degrees right now.
Let's yeast this yeast. That's right, Turtle Cat. We're trying to yeast that yeast. Like stomping grapes for wine with your bare feet. Exactly. Got to get all up in that.
So see, the honey's getting less on the spoon. We're getting there. I mean, I put 10 pounds of this shit in here, so that's a lot of honey.
I don't want leftovers. Bucket meat, best meat. Heck yeah, Mustard Tea.
Well, this is the first fermentation, so it's going to have at least two fermentation steps. This is the first. And yeah, we're going to use a bucket. Why not use a bucket? Did you got a better idea than a bucket?
Pretty nice bucket, by the way. I'm kind of jealous. I kind of want a
right?
large bucket.
You could almost like live in this bucket.
Yeah.
Right. Very warm, welcoming bucket.
An industrial immersion stick. That's the next step, Hobo Joe. First, we're trying it by hand, and then depending on how this goes, if we decide to make more, we'll get industrial level, wholesale.
So there's a little on the tip, just the tip now.
So is that getting easier to stir the more you?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Less resistance.
Bathtub, exactly, Ruinous Raptor.
You already suggested that. He already has an idea for your bathtub.
Heck yeah. And we have 2 bathtubs, Ruinous.
That's twice the amount of mead.
Heck yeah.
And after the stream, I'll throw up lists to everything I mentioned in the stream as far as like nutrients. You don't need to know what spoon I got because obviously my spoon is not appreciated here. But I'll list all the other stuff I bought in order to do this in the highlight I create. So if you want to attempt this yourself, you'll know exactly what you'll need to start your own batch without doing all the work yourself, because as we all know, we all copy each other. This is fucking Stack Overflow.
Just remember, this blend that we're making tonight is in fact patented, so you'll have to vary it a little bit or expect some lawsuiting. Just kidding.
I did not invent Cicer, but you will not find this in stores. That's why I like to make it, is because honey and cider mixed together is probably not something you will ever find in the store.
This stream really makes you feel like the bucket. PJ Peter Pan, 2018. Do you feel like a bucket right now, PJ? Are you one with the bucket?
All right, so our spoon is clean. So we are mixed here. Come take a whiff of this. To explain this nice mixture to the people at home.
My name's Kuma. Oh, sorry. All right, let's take a smell together, everyone. Let's get weird. This smells like dank apple juice.
Dank apple juice.
Little sweet. I kind of want to swim in it. Not gonna lie, it's just me though. It smells really good. It smells like sweet cidery swag.
That's the name of it. How'd you guess?
Oh,
cider swag.
That's right.
All right, so I really don't want to wear this glove. It's juicy.
All right, juicy glove coming off.
Now we're going to talk about yeast. Not yeast. Yeast. So there's a lot of different yeasts you can use based on the flavor profile, the ingredients, and how much alcohol you want it to be. I'm going to use EC 1118. It's a Lavlin. And give you guys a nice little look here, this bad boy. And this will ferment up to 18% alcohol. And this has a 23% potential, so you can do the math. There's going to be 5% of sugar left in this, so it'll be nice, sweet mead with 18% alcohol, but you won't be able to taste the alcohol. And that's the key. This is for Ruinous right here, this batch.
All right, Ruinous. Oh, yeah. What are you going to do with all this? You're giving out samples, right? Samples to local. Oh, sweet, awesome.
Yeah.
See, guys, that's why you got to live in Nebraska. Free boot. Okay. Anyway.
So for this, we're going to actually have to moist the yeast, rehydrate it. I'm going to use this bowl for that and this spoon, and I'm also going to use this cup. So, tools. And I'm sure you cannot find these on your own, so I have to show you them.
Oh boy, yeah, Ruinous, we will get wasted, you and I. That is the benefit of...
I mean, I have to be there too because, like...
Oh, it's true.
I just want to enjoy your cup. Kuma gets to get wasted too.
That's right, Kuma.
She probably would. She likes bitter things. So... All right, this is heating up. So a packet will actually give you directions. I'm going to use 2 packets for more yeast. More yeast, the merrier. It's going to reproduce and create alcohol. That's what creates... Like, literally this yeast fornicating inside the bucket creates alcohol. Like, that's all you need to know. So, let's see. I need it to be at 95 to 98 degrees It's going to be about a half cup. So I'm going to keep track of this so I don't overheat it up or it takes forever to cool. Not that I've done that before. I have done it many times.
Well, we're going to take a lift over. I'll be here. Feel unwelcome because of alcohol? Oh, nonsense, PJ. Everyone's welcome here.
There's no alcohol.
Yeah.
Right now it's just juice.
That's juice. Peen Train says, there once was a man from Nantucket who mixed honey and cider in a bucket. This ain't Nantucket? No.
This is Nebraska. It's another place you know nothing about.
Just focus on the bucket and Kuma, PJ Peterpan. Exactly.
So now we just have to wait for the pan to heat up and get our yeast ready to go. It's at 80-something degrees right now. We need it 95 to 98. So now we just awkwardly sit here and stare at each other. Just gaze into each other's eyes.
Yeah, this is exciting. I have never bared witness to any sort of homemade alcohol hoochings. Well, that's really close to my face. But yeah, this is really sweet. This is very
sweet. It's the sweet. What do you call it? The sweet cider swag.
Sweet cider swag. Cidery swag.
Where's your treats going?
Can we get a 24-hour stream of Kuma? Oh man, talk about prime time.
Here we go. All right, you guys want to show? Get this camera on Kuma. We're gonna give him a show.
All right.
Hey Kuma, you gotta pray if you want to.
Grandpa just subbed for 2 months. Thank you, Grandpa.
Thank you, Grandpa. You missed the trick though.
Oh crap! Shit. Can we do it? Can we do it one more time?
Yeah, I mean she'll probably do it again.
Oh yeah, she's ready.
She's ready. Yeah.
Let me. Sorry about the shaky camera, everyone. All right. I got a shot of your hands and I got a shot of the dog.
Kuma, pray. Good girl. What else do we want to show him today? Do we roll over? She hates rolling over. No, I didn't ask you to pray. Roll over. Roll over. She won't do it. She hates this trick.
Kuma.
You want to roll over? No. No. This is her inside voice, by the way. If she barks louder than this, I tell her inside voice, and this is how she communicates. All right, fine. I can't really do a lot because I have... High five. High five me.
Aww.
Do that one.
This is why Kuma gets her own channel in Discord, all right? If you guys want your own channel in Discord, you guys know what you got to do. You have to be a dog. So
you have to be as cute as Kuma.
Yes. You must be cute and you must be a dog. Just kidding. Husband, you are failing at camp. Well, Ruinous, you're failing at not being here and playing with Kuma. So
that's true.
Yeah.
I will agree with that.
Thanks, Kuma. Thanks for being a part of this wonderful educational experience.
We're at 90 degrees. We've got about 5 more degrees left. And then you're all about to see some yeast to get ready to fornicate in a bucket.
That's right. Kuma being alive makes me happy. Makes me happy too, PJ.
She's waiting for more food.
Yeah, she's like, all right, you gonna feed this some more?
She boops the snoot too. Boop snoot?
Boop snoot.
Good girl. I don't have any food for you.
Snoot-tastic, boop-tastic.
But she did it. Good girl.
How come I don't get my own channel? I don't know, Turtle Cat, you know? You gotta just, gotta put in your time and, what I'm saying? All right. So we're heating this up. So let's talk more. So what are we heating up right now? What's
This is water.
Water.
You drink it and it hydrates you.
Oh, nice. Okay. All right, we're done here, everyone. Just kidding.
And the only reason I'm doing this is to get the yeast ready to fornicate, like literally what I said.
So the yeast is already inside of the bucket, right?
No, the yeast is in those packets.
Yeast is in the packets. So are you going to mix it in with the water first, or are you going to put it in the cider? Like, what's the process?
No, that's what the dish is for. I'm going to rehydrate the yeast so it's ready to fornicate in the bucket.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So this has to be the right temperature. It's within 3 degrees to get the yeast super happy. I mean, it's like playing the romantic music that you kids are listening to before you're about to take the girl to make out play. What are kids listening to? Rihanna? I don't know.
Rihanna, a little bit of Drake, a little bit of Nick Jonas. All right.
There you go. A little mbop.
Mbop, yeah. Oh yeah.
And now 40 people are mad that that song's now stuck in their head.
Oh crap! All right. Everybody's leaving. I'm just kidding. Awkward. Justin Bieber. There we go. Recursive. Yeah.
Oh yeah, the Biebs.
Biebs. I missed. So mustard pea. We are well. Ulti can tell you what we're heating.
Water.
We are heating water, Mustard P, because we are going to have some fornicating yeast very shortly in a glass bowl on the counter. You can kind of see it.
That's exactly what I told him. He remembered it almost word for word.
Exactly.
Yes, we are getting the yeast moist and acclimated to their new hydrated environment so that they're ready to get busy inside this bucket.
Oh yeah. Hopefully they're using Protect. Wait, we don't want them to use Protection.
No, we want them to reproduce.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not going to use that metaphor.
Yeah.
It's going to get me in trouble on Twitch.
Yes.
So I'm just like, they're going to reproduce.
We got to be careful here.
Yeah.
No one has make-out songs anymore, Ulti. I'm sorry.
So you just make out to like no music?
Yeah, you know?
I'm glad I'm not a kid in this day and age. Tell you what. I just picture now a bunch of kids making out to dead silence, and that's like depressing me.
Totally, yeah. That's terrible. So terrible.
All right, we're about ready here. It's very, very close, so I'm going to get ready to bowl. I don't need a lot of this water. I just need enough of it to party. So I need that cup for.
That's it.
Get all the yeasties at the bottom of these packets.
Hey, Bips. BPS in the house.
If you really want to smell something that's not pleasant, you can smell this yeast getting moist.
Getting moist just... Wait, sorry. All right. Ulti, it's 2008. We don't have time for relationships when we afford... Oh! The turtle said the F word.
Someone correct him in chat, please. You know the command.
It's fork knife. All right, fork knife. Moist. Oh, ruin us with the moisting.
All right.
Ooh, gloves.
Yeah, so you can see
No gloves, no loves. All right.
I'll try not to disturb the yeast. Here, I'll go put it over here. You might break the third dimension or whatever it is and see the microphone here, but there you go. See it bubbling, getting all fat and juicy.
So that's going to expand, right?
Yeah, we actually have to wait like 15 minutes for this, so we get to entertain for a little bit here.
All right. Very good.
Let's see how long it says.
Any bread makers here asks Mustard P. We got an instant pot up there. You can make yogurt. You can make some dank jasmine rice.
I'm just setting a timer so we don't miss it. I actually don't even need as much time as I thought, or I do need more than I thought. We're going to set this for 19 minutes. We got time.
Nice.
Ask us anything. DJ is a DJ. Ask me anything about DJing.
That's right. It's AMA o'clock, everybody. We are waiting for the yeast to get nice and delicious.
Yeah, smell that. Doesn't that smell nasty? That is not a great smell.
That smells pretty bad. It smells kind of like my cat's litter box. I'm not gonna lie.
I love it that you get to describe all the smells in my whole entire house.
Everything either is relative of a cat or a basement. Jesus, who handed the man this camera? Which man? Which man?
Actually, we do have something to do here, though. We actually do. We can take the pH and also the gravity of this and mark down in our notebook, our handy dandy notebook.
Handy dandy notebook.
So let's make sure we're still nice and mixed on this. So let's just get some documentation out of the way. All programmers hate it.
That's right.
We all gotta do it. And okay, inside voice, come on.
Go from dank apples to grandma's basement. Hey, we like it. We like to keep it raw here, Turtle. All right, that is what we do here. So make it real. Shaky camera. Hey,
this right here is a pH measuring device. I'm going to dump distilled water over it first. This is the same stuff I filled up my bucket with. The reason why is because it's pH. We need something pH neutral to kind of be the baseline for this. So we're going to get it all neutral, and then we're going to test out what the pH is. And depending on what this reads, we might have to do some work here. Oh no, this is very fine.
What do we got?
The pH of this is 5. Well, now it says 10. Now you're just being drunk. Sure. Let's try that again. That can't be right. All right, that's a little better. All right, so it is about 6 flat. We need it to be above really 4, so 6 is fine. That's way above where it should be, but it should be just fine. I'm going to probably take another measurement because it jumped around a little bit, so I'm probably going to do this one more time. Just cleansing with the water.
What is that device? Asks Recursive.
It's a pH measuring device. Literally, that's what you would type into Amazon is, I want to measure pH in a non-female sense. All right, so, and as I said, I'm going to link all my stuff after this. I'll create a highlight and link all the different devices I use. So, see this, 6.2 on the sample. I don't want it to drip, but there it is, 6.2. It needs to be above 4, so we are very spicy.
PJ Peter Pan, thank you for the host, and also Grample. You're not wrong. It, in a lot of ways, it is a pregnancy tester because look at this. We have yeast currently fermenting in this bowl, right? It's fermenting. Did I use the right term? Is it fermenting? Is the yeast fermenting itself? The yeast is doing something there, and it's expanding because we need that yeast to be nice and yeasty to go in that there bucket.
Yeah, we got a timer going for that. I'm done with the pH device. We got plenty of pH. We are good to go. Does one turn off though? Turn off!
Whoops. Purely for style. That's right, Vindictive Pat. The glove is very dark. BPS. Where is Bips these days? Bips, I've been out of the loop. Tell me where you've been. Waiting for it to bloom. That's right, mustard pea. It's going to bloom into a mustard pea.
All right, it turned off. Good.
Woo, we're good.
Finally.
Come on.
I don't know where my lid is for this, so we'll just set it here for now. So that's one part of it. That's the pH side of it. Now we also need to know our gravity, which is going to tell us our potential alcohol. It's going to be off. I just wanted to show it. You can't really measure the gravity that well of Sicers. It's much easier to do it with show meads, which is just generic mead or even fruit wines. But this will be a little different.
Dying in St. Louis. Hang in there, Bips. Get it done. We believe in you.
Trying to remove the interference of these bubbles, but that's not working, so whatever. And give it a little spin so it stays in place. And the bubbles are going to kind of obfuscate a little bit of this, but we'll get as close as we can. It's basically the whole blue line. So it is showing an alcohol percent. This will do. This will do. It's showing that the potential alcohol in this is 25%. Yeah. 25. 1.1. 1.16. That is very alcoholic, potentially, my friends. 1.16. All right, so now I'm going to record all that data.
So do you get the drunkest if you drink directly from the bucket?
I mean, if you drink more of it from the bucket, then you sure would.
It's true. It's pure. It's in its purest form.
It will not convert to alcohol in your stomach. I'm pretty sure that's not how it works. So, acidity, it was a 6.2, which is very high, but that's fine. It can be high. And then what did I say at 1.16 ABV? Initial gravity, no, it had to have been higher than that. Let me see. 1. Okay, good. Taking notes is important if you ever want to reproduce one of your recipes ever again, because let's be honest, we're not going to remember this, ever. Here we go.
All right.
We're done with that portion of it. I can rinse this off now, so it doesn't dry on. It's going to be a lot harder to clean later. Get all the sugars off of it. I don't have to sanitize it next time I use it, so all I have to do is really rinse it off, get it nice and clean. We got 13 minutes left of the yeast, so what do you want to do? What's the plan?
How are you guys liking this so far? Are you guys enjoying this educational shaky camera? Delicious. Sups Bips, my son. Super home buddy in the house.
Joey, what's up?
That's I'm not the star. There's the star of the show. There he is.
I'm just cleaning up.
Yeah.
I'm just being OCD. So Don't mind me.
If you don't like the shaky camera here, Granny, come over here and help us. You can hold the top of the camera while making it work. Dance party with Kuma. Stream really makes you feel like the... I see what you did there. Quote 817.
I don't really even need this ladle. I just, I want to be able to ladle a little bit out before we put the yeast in and we start getting all reproductive like in here. We'll give DJ a little taste test so we can also taste.
Oh yeah? Is this safe? Is this safe?
Oh, it's very safe.
All right, everyone.
It's just sugar, essentially, so it's safe.
Smells good. Mmm. That tastes like heaven.
It should taste like pure sugar at this point.
Yeah. What do you want to do? Just pour it back in the...
No. God. I was picking up my knife to clean at that moment too, and I just about just...
Oh man, right that was a close one. Look at this. Look at this delicious, sugary yum yum. That's sugary yum yum, everyone.
That is, I mean, that's the second name of it.
Dump it back!
See what the temperature of this is. It doesn't matter really, because it can't be too high. I don't really care how low it gets. But we'll take it just for funsies. 70 degrees. That's actually perfect.
Nice.
Yeast is going to be real happy. It's going to be in love-making mood.
Yeah, what temperature does yeast prefer to... well, obviously we heated up the water for yeast to be nice and expandy.
It really depends on the yeast you use. All of them kind of like different temperatures. There's just charts for this stuff. Like picking out yeast is just as important as your ingredients for what you want to do. I'm just using something that'll get me up to 18%. I want 18% alcohol in a nice like fall drinkable sugary beverage, and that's what I'm going to get out of this bucket right here.
So far, so good.
You don't have to drink all of it. I know it's really sugary.
But I want to drink.
Oh, then by all means. You can't.
If it's bad for me, of course I want to drink. Someone's got to drink it. All right.
And so the yeast is going to keep on getting...
Wait, why are people spamming 1? What's happening?
1?
Oh, press 1 to make Ulti twerk. Uh-oh, everybody, uh-oh.
Press 1 to what?
They're saying press 1 to make Ulti twerk.
You don't want to see that.
Yeah, press 1 for Ulti playing Twitch Sing. Oh, Twitch Sings when that comes out. Love me some Bon Jovi.
Actually, I have an extra spoon. Because you never know when one spoon's going to accidentally get soiled.
That's right.
So right now I'm kind of redistributing the yeast to get all moist. Can't really see it because the camera's pointing at my man nips. But if you remember, so I hope you have a photographic memory and you remembered what the yeast looked like beforehand, because it's going to look way different here in another 10 minutes.
Yeah, that yeast is slowly expanding. There is more yeast in that there bowl than there was many minutes ago. Yeah,
it's going to get big and plump, and then it's going to reproduce.
Nice.
And that's why I put the nutrients in. What it's going to do scientifically is it's going to expand its cell walls, and it's going to absorb and gobble up all that sugar and nutrient we put in. And once it's feeling frisky enough, then it's just going to start reproducing and create a nice little cake at the bottom and lots of alcohol, hopefully. So within 24 hours, we should see bubbling out of the airlock, which we haven't talked about the airlock yet.
The airlock.
Yep, I screwed up my airlock earlier, so it's been a journey.
How did that happen, by the way?
I don't know. It might have come that way. I didn't.
Oh, really?
Because when I sanitize, what I do is I fill out the star sand in this bucket all the way to the top, so it can soak for like 20 minutes. Mm-hmm. All the equipment I'm going to use, I just dump in. Mm-hmm. And so the airlock has 3 pieces, so I open the cap and just let all the pieces kind of go independently. And it might have just been broken from the start. So. Man.
But yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing this improvised airlock piece and how it...
Well, I'm not using the improvised one. This is the actual airlock piece that was in 3 pieces.
Man.
And the reason why that's important is it creates a barrier between the vodka that I'm going to pour in there and the outside air so that nothing can get in. This piece is very important.
That makes sense.
But I created a new one for one of my mature batches out of a dog toy. A dog squeaker, actually, to be perfectly accurate.
Nice.
So we're safe. And plus, Kuma doesn't need any squeakers.
Kuma's got plenty of squeakers, don't you? Wasn't one of those exploding? Uh-oh.
No, one of them did seep out the top, though. It expanded too much of the fruit in my fruit one, and it started seeping out the top. So,
do you ferment any other stuff? I'm going to the bathroom.
I have not fermented much yet outside of honey wines. However, this is my second sicer, and I've done regular mead, I've done fruit mead, and spiced mead, which are all slightly different in the way you approach them. They all have their own names. Like a spiced mead is a methogen, and a fruit wine is called, or a fruit honey wine is called a melomel. And then just honey and water is a mead. So technically what we're making here is a sicer and not a mead. So they're all a little different, but I like working with honey because I'm a clean eater. Everything in my house you'll find is pure ingredients, and so the reason why I started making honey wine is because I wanted to control what was going into my wines, and what better to do that than to do it yourself. All right, let's go see if, I'm gonna go read chat myself here. Well, now everyone's BRB. We're getting pretty close. We got 6 minutes left on the yeast, and then we're good to go on that. In the meantime, we're just hanging out. I'm gonna have to stir, so this actually isn't even close to the end, because what's gonna happen next is after we put in the yeast, we're gonna have to make it invigorated. So first we fatten it up and get it moist, and then we invigorate it. And that'll be a lot of stirring, so I'm gonna have to stir for another 10 plus minutes before we can assemble the airlock. So be prepared for more antics.
It's all about the antics. CT Cross says, Ulti, your fridge is suspiciously free of magnets.
I know, I don't have many decorations at all actually, it's kind of sad. But like, as this guy who lives by myself, like, no one's been bugging me to get decorations. So my stream is the most decorated place that you'll see. So when you see it on the camera, all the perlas and everything, like literally that's all that's on the walls. It's like that section of the house. So it's all facade for all y'all's entertainment.
Nice. What's up, Erythrium? How's it going? Finally made it home.
Hey, Erythrium, what's up, dude? Don't worry, we'll be highlighting this. We got 5 minutes left on the yeast.
Yeah.
You want to show them kind of how it looks now? It's nice and pudgy. It kind of looks like
absolutely
like fish eggs at this point.
This is our yeast. It was less yeasty several minutes ago. Now it's more yeasty.
Yeah, that's the way yeast works.
Heck yeah.
It becomes more yeasty.
Much more yeasty. I have to tell. Who's the disembodied voice? Oh, the disembodied voice. I am DJ Rebirth.
Check the title. And this is Kuma, the star of the stream. Look at the camera, Kuma. Don't be rude. There you go. She's very excited.
It's fun. Oh, thanks, Vindictive. That's very nice of you to say. Ulti. Whoa, man. Homebody is it's 2 for 2.
What?
I don't think Ulti's gonna show is nobody's showing their titties. Do you want Irish jig? Gonna speed run this whole process and get drunk on it. You know, Danger Tiger, the tater. You're not a tiger. You're a tater. Even better than a tiger. We'll try.
And this is my dog being very happy.
Yeah, Kuma's in heaven right now. Ooh, I can smell that yeast even more. Like the smell is permeating. If this was a 4D stream, we could show you guys how terrible this yeast smells. But we assure you, it's for a good cause.
Yeah, the yeast won't be in the finished product, and actually, this is a very potent yeast. You're not supposed to leave this in the ferment too long. You have to get it off of it pretty quick. If you don't, it's going to infect the taste of your finished product.
So what's the process with the yeast? Like, so if you can't have it in there for too long, how do you extract it? How do you strain it? How do you?
That's the racking process. And I mean, if this goes well enough, then as I said, I'll do a racking stream where I actually rack this.
Nice.
And then you can see the yeast cake at the bottom, because this little bit of yeast is going to just keep reproducing until it fills the bottom.
Nice.
It's going to be a stupid amount of reproduction very soon. Start getting our other hand condom ready.
Oh, we're getting that other glove on. So when this is all said and done, how are you going to do you bottle it? Do you just put it in jugs and give it out at the farmer's market, or?
Yes, I'm actually using one of these boxes right now too.
Stop
my blinds from flapping at night.
Nice. I like it.
But yes, I already have all this equipment ready. I've 25 gallons of mead to bottle. So we will be putting it into bottles. I have equipment for it and everything. This is a smaller one. This is 12 ounce. I have some 22 ounces as well. So if I share with you mead, I'll probably give you 22 ounce bottles. Woo! But at 15 to 19%, this is enough for a serving.
Nice.
So
yeah, so far, even in its non-alcoholic form, it tastes amazing. And it might just be because it's pure sugar. I like it. Styling, that's right. 40 ounces is the move. Hobo Joe knows what's up when he makes his own hooch. 40 ounce, no 40 ounce. We got to start small, Hobo Joe. We got to start small.
Again, you're talking about up to 20% alcohol in this wine. So unless you plan on really getting shitty, one 12 ounce bottle will probably be your first hit, and then the second one will make you feel good.
Nice.
So.
I like it.
But I also have 22 ounce bottles, as I said, so in case you're sharing with that special someone in your life named Ernest.
Get your own, Ernest. I'm kidding.
And we're good here.
All right.
So now we're going to do some yeast. Again, you can see how nice and fat it's gotten as it hydrates. So like basically liquid bread.
Doesn't smell like liquid bread. It smells like liquid death. It's okay though. Good old yeast.
So I'm trying to give a nice little swirl here. Make sure it all goes in. We want all the yeast right into the middle of this bad boy. Make it nice and happy. Everything yeast needs: sugar and nutrients. Now we stir again. So actually I'm going to set a timer because I don't want to understir. There's actually some, I've seen a lot of different literature on whether or not you should stir before or after you dump the yeast in. I actually do both, so I guess I'm just do too much stirring. But yeah, tell some more funny jokes, funny man, because we got 10 minutes to start.
Oh boy, the all the attention's on the disembodied voice now. I go from cameraman, now I'm a voice, now I'm a person. No longer the faceless narrator. You guys don't want to see my face. I haven't shaved for weeks.
You don't want the house in weeks, sounds like.
Hey yo.
So what I'm doing here though is I'm aerating this. So although oxygen in your brews is usually bad, when the fermentation's happening, it needs oxygen. So splashing around the mead like this is on purpose. We want to get lots of oxygen in there for those yeasts. So I'll be doing a lot of splashing with the stirring. Get nice and vigorous. God, that smells so good though. This is like my favorite part because now all the ingredients are just starting to just fill the whole entire room with this really good sugary smells.
Yummy yum. I am the husband. Ruinous Rapture is right. But hey, Bips, you've met Ruinous.
Yeah, that's right. You hung out with Bips before.
That's right. Yeah, Bips is amazing.
Dude, Bips is amazing. Look, don't inflate his ego too much, and don't tell him I said this. Just flip him off instead. But dude, Bips is awesome.
Heck yeah. We got wasted and played board games with Bips at Spielbound at the Board Game Cafe. Bipolar scientist.
Yeah, Bips interned for me because I run a programming shop here in town, and Bips actually interned for me. So, and we met over Twitch too. So there you go.
Hey,
find jobs over Twitch.
CG Cross, thank you for the 101 bits. Says I don't recommend any salt in the mead. Hey, don't tell us how to make our mead. Get your own mead.
No, he's right. I probably shouldn't put salt in. Thank you so much for the bits. They're sweet bits.
Sweet bits. Bips, yeah. I know you remember Bips, but make sure Bips moves to Omaha to work for Ulti. Yeah.
Well, I mean, he did an internship. He's back out of Nebraska. No one's going to, come here to live. Ooh, awkward. Never mind.
So it's awkward.
Okay, strike that. DJ Rebirth is the only person that will come here to live.
Yep. And I already had people in Omaha. This wasn't that's the only reason I'm here, because I got peeps here. I wasn't that cool with Ulti. I met Ulti briefly at SGDQ 2017. He was like ready. He was about to bust out his Earthbound set, and I was Mr. For lack of a better term, fanboy. I was like, oh, Ulti! Well, actually, I think I called him Ultimoist because I didn't know about the Ulti slang. I'm like, can I take a selfie with you? And he's like, I'm about to go on. I'm like, okay, I'm sorry. And then he went and did his thing, and we fuzzy pickled the whole night. Me and Runa.
Hey, I did. I don't think I was like rude about it though, right?
No, you were totally cool. You were just like you had to be on in like a few minutes. Like you were just like boom, and I was like, oh shit.
Oh, damn! I was hoping I was rude to you. Better.
Nah, you were great. That was the awkward. I was the awkward one.
But I recognize the name because like I got most of my followers from GDQs.
Yeah.
You were following before that, so I knew the name.
Yeah. I think I found you from like either Big John was hosting somebody that was hosting you, and it was just trickled down and.
Trickle host.
Trickle host, yeah. Trickle host is real. Ruinous moved to Omaha to steal. I don't think you're supposed to tell them that, Ruinous. Great. The jig is up. Ulti Moist. Greyhounds to Omaha for the streak and returns to Cali. What's up, RTM? Rachel Ree asks, so Ulti, when can I get some of this mead?
This batch will be done in about probably by next fall, because this is a fall drink. Didn't this embody fall for you when you tasted it? Didn't you think like this is fall?
No, totally. There was much October. I felt myself surrounded by pumpkins. I went away to a special little happy place. It was amazing.
Yeah, and that's what this is going to be. Is a nice it's starting to turn cold drink. Now, if you don't live in a cold climate, well, I guess you can't have any. So you have to drink warm climate drinks.
Moves to bar just to go to DJ Rebirth with Oma. Yeah, that's right, Bips. I think I read that right. Moves to bar. Much fall, very. PJ Peter, my Twitch is being a poop head, so no, I'm just. That's right. We trust you, PJ. You're a trusted official in this chat with your sword. If I die by next fall, will you pour some on? Yeah. Chrono Trigger style. Pour the pop on the grave. Make happy things happen.
I thought you meant more of the drinking contest they does.
This is true. This is true. This is very true.
This stuff will be very drinkable. As I said, this should turn out to be about 19% alcohol, but it's going to be very drinkable. Very, very sweet.
Rip Toma. Agreed, CT Cross. Agreed. Hey, I'm playing Chrono Cross right now. Dramatic. Yeah.
Now again, if it's your first time making mead, I do recommend you heat up the honey and the water. Try to remove some of the bacteria and that extra yeast, but once you realize you're probably not going to get a yeast infection, again, that's a legitimate, never mind, we won't focus on that. Point is, once you realize that it's probably going to be okay, you can probably cold brew like this. Especially with honey, it's a natural antibiotic. The Egyptians used to use it to treat bacterial infections, actually. And I had a first-generation Egyptian employee, and he told me that. So that was not through mead making. That was more through 10,000 years of culture. So the chance of infection with the honey is very, very slim. I'm not too worried about it. And once it gets above enough alcohol, which will be in a few days, because this will ferment quick, so 90% of the alcohol will be in this by about a week.
Is this going to ferment in your fridge, or do you have to keep it at a certain room temperature in order for it to do its thing?
If you could move the laptop, I would show you exactly how my place looks as far as, because I have 4 of these vessels going right now. So.
Oh, nice. Are those already full, or are those? No, that's right. Those aren't full.
I have 4 more that are in different stages of the aging process.
Interesting.
Because it's going to take 9 months at least for one of these things to be drinkable.
Nice.
It's going to ferment in 2 weeks, and then it's going to take another 8 months to taste good. So
that's amazing, but it's worth it. They must have been patient back in the day. What was that? Someone said something about the Vikings.
Yeah. So the thought is that people would find hives and they didn't want to waste the honey, so they put it in their water bottles, and then it started fermenting. And so then they got drunk, and they're like, "This is great." But what they were drinking probably did ferment in a few days on their few-day hunting trip. It probably just tasted like shit, but they liked the way it made them feel. So they kept doing it. Because this stuff does not taste good when it's first fermented. I've tried many of my batches, and it's awful. Like moldy apple farts. That's what it tastes like for at least a few months.
Everybody's favorite. Well, the night that this meat is ready, I will be here before the midnight release, like you do at GameStop.
Who said that?
That's me. That's me. That's what I'm going to do.
Oh, yeah. Sure. I mean, we should actually do a gaming night and do like a taste test.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that'd be amazing. Oh, I'm going to be so drunk. But I won't tell anyone. Okay. Christmas Shop Friday. Get it done, Granny. Get it done nice and early. No less than that, eh? So how do you know when to stop stirring that? Like, at what stage do you just know? Or is it like a feeling?
It's just a feeling. No, I actually have a timer behind me.
Oh, a timer. Oh, nice.
Yeah. I'm cheating. 10 minutes-ish. I'm going to do it for about 12 because I like to be extra vigorous. But 10 minutes should be good. That's arm workout too.
Oh, for sure.
Don't have to go to the gym after this. Oh,
Yeah.
I dropped the spoon. Oh, caught it.
Uh-oh.
That was almost tragic.
Woo!
That spoon falls in now, it ain't coming out.
Super Homebody requests that you weigh yourself.
Did I weigh myself? I can do that. With clothes on, I'm guessing 182.
Totally. Blink. Runus says, okay, Ulti can weigh himself, but I want him to do it in the fetal position on top of the scale. It's like a yoga pose, right?
Yeah.
Hold yourself up by 1 foot in fetal position.
Well, fetal position, that I like to do like on my knees or something. Or my head.
Oh, on your head. Oh, nice.
So we're splashing. We're making the yeast. Super excited right now. Like first it got moist, and now it's real horny, this yeast. I'm going to study the first signs of fermentation in about 24 hours because the yeast has to expand its cell walls and prepare for birth. And then it will just start popping out alcohol.
And where are you going to be showing everybody? Are you going to show it live on stream? Are you going to be posted in your Discord? Or?
Yeah, I'll probably post pictures and video in the Discord because it's just, when it's going to sit for 2 weeks. It's not going to be a lot to show until we rack it, which I may do a stream on, but if you guys want to see that, I might rack a stream. But 2 weeks until then, so you got some time to decide that.
But yeah, everyone, thanks again for being here, being a part of this stream. Hope you guys are having as much fun as we are. It's very scientific, educational.
Yeah, and so how this happened is I actually was done with making mead for the year. And then Orchard that I called weeks before hadn't contacted me, and they're like, do you want this cider that you ordered? I'm like, I thought after 3 weeks you just weren't going to call me back and give it to me. So I already bought different cider. That's why I have 2 ciders now. But then I thought about it. I was just going to blow them off and just ignore them. But then as I thought about it, I thought, hey, I could show you guys how to make mead, and maybe you'll enjoy that. And then we'll have 5 more gallons to share with people. So that's how this happened.
Nice.
You can thank the orchard that was lazy.
Happy accident.
That should be good enough. Give one last splash.
Have a good night, Flamster. Thanks for stopping by. We appreciate it.
All right, Flam. I'll see you later. We don't need the gloves anymore. We're done dipping our fingers. Now we get to talk airlocks. I'm not going to assemble my airlock yet, but I'm going to do it in the place it's going to settle, so y'all can't follow me there because the cord doesn't reach, probably. But I'm going to explain how this works. Well, there's my timer. First of all, you'll see that this lid here has a hole in it. It's a bung hole. Literally, that's what it is. They're bigger on the carboys. This is a smaller bung hole, so I don't have to actually put in a bung.
Oh, that's how that works.
So I'm going to make sure this is nice and sealed up. We don't want any outside air in this while it's fermenting. That would be naughty. I'm going to make sure this is on real tight, like. When we open this again, there will be a lot of alcohol in it.
Woohoo! Everyone's favorite part.
Okay, so that's sealed on tightly. Now the bunghole we're going to fill up with this bad boy here. This is the Airlock. Purpose of this is to keep out bad air and bad germs, but also release CO2. Because alcohol is not the only byproduct of yeast fornicating. CO2 is the other part of that. And so it has to have a place to escape, or else the container will literally explode. Like people have had their glass containers explode on them just through carbon dioxide buildup. So you need a place for that. So what I'm going to do is basically put this in, second piece here,
Boom.
Cap it, but with vodka in it.
Woohoo! Heck yeah!
But why vodka? Because two reasons. First of all, it's going to sanitize any bacteria that tries to sneak its way in through the bunghole. And secondly, is if any suckback happens, because sometimes if you're moving it or it gets jostled a little bit, it'll actually suck in some of the liquid from this thing. If it were water, it could be bacteria-filled water. But also, vodka is tame. It won't change the flavor of your must if it seeps in there or gets some suckback. So just make it a little more alcoholic, which is okay. So that's what I'm going to do. I can't do that on stream because I have to put this in its final resting place before I do that. But that's how it's going to look. It's going to be sticking out like this, and then I'll post pictures in the Discord when it starts bubbling up. If you have me on Snapchat, you've probably seen the bubbling before.
How long does it take to start bubbling?
24 hours.
24 hours.
So about a day. This is very aggressive yeast strain, so it might be a little bit less than that, but I'll say 24 to be safe. So that's really all I got, because now I got to move this and affix the airlock, and we're done.
And where do you keep that? Do you keep it outdoors in a nice cold climate, or do you keep it indoors? And
it needs to be in a dark, cool place. So they recommend for every yeast is a little bit different, but for this one, as long as I don't go above 75 degrees, I'll be good. So I'll put it in the darkest, dankest corner of my apartment.
Nice.
Which is in the hallway leading to the bathroom. You passed by 20 gallons of mead you just didn't know you did.
Oh, crap.
You use the restroom. It's tucked away nice. And so I'll keep the light away from it, keep the air away from it, and yeah, in 2 weeks we'll wrap this to a glass container. I can go get that and show you that. All right, I'll just take this and bring back the glass one.
Is that thing heavy? Does it weigh a ton?
I would say like a half ton.
Half ton, nice. Isn't this great, everyone? Are we learning so much? Are we having so much fun learning about yeast and mead? It's a meeting. It's a meeting of yeast and deliciousness. It's great. This is so much fun. I'm having a blast. You're all so beautiful. Wait, sorry, this isn't my stream. Okay, yeah, everyone. Hope everyone is enjoying.
So our secondary device looks like this. It's going to keep a little bit better flavor going forward for long-term storage. It's called a carboy. You can see the bunghole is real big on that one.
There you go.
It's a big old bunghole. So we're going to have to use a rubber bung on this one when we transfer it, which looks, I can find one.
Sorry. I'm swinging the camera around, everybody. My apologies.
Here's a bung. Then we'll shove the bunghole.
Bung. Bung-tastic.
But that's in 2 weeks. We're not worried about that right now. So yeah, that's all I really have.
Awesome. Does anybody have any questions about what you've learned tonight?
Yes.
Let's do a little AMA. Let's do some feedback.
That is a good idea.
This is our very first brewing stream, so this is a first for the Ultimoist channel.
And DJ Rebirth.
And DJ Rebirth.
This is his first brew. He's literally on the label now.
On the label. All right, let's see here. Is this going to get X-rated? No. Next question. Do we explore Ulti's place now? There's not much here.
You can spin the camera around, I guess.
All right.
See how this actually is a studio with every room.
There you go. First look at Ulti's home. We got the bed. We got the television. He's got a fireplace, ladies. Just kidding. Well, I mean, it is actually a fireplace. I'm not kidding that it's a fireplace. And then immersion breaker. Remember where you guys see his Ulti's beautiful face? Well, that's the chair he sits in, and that wall behind him is where he has his little awesome figures. There's a door. Yeah. And then, of course,
the bathroom's in the back.
Bathrooms back there with all the bung holes, and of course, the delicious kitchen that you guys have seen. Yeah, And Burnett's Vodka. Hello. All right.
Yeah, bottom shelf for the Airlocks. Nothing but the best.
Word.
For our Airlocks.
Is Joe Rogan here? Joe Rogan is not here. Oh, Grandpa wants to ask, how much was the setup? Like I guess the entire operation.
I would have to add that up. So obviously most stuff is reusable. The buckets and the carboys and everything are reusable. Bottling is going to be one of the more expensive things unless you collect bottles, which is possible. The caps are a couple bucks, but the bottles, I mean, I probably spend $250 on bottles for 20 gallons of mead. So it's not cheap. But the actual glass container and buckets are like less than 50, so that's not bad.
Nice.
The most expensive ingredient in what I'm doing is the honey. You can find it pretty cheap. So I got 12 pounds here, which is enough for a pretty sweet mead, regardless of how you do it. And that was $60 for that. But you're talking about 5 gallons of liquid, so the cider was like 30, 40. So, and you can use water if you're doing traditional mead, which will cost you $1 per distilled bottle, which you should use distilled water, pH balanced water, if you're going to do that. And then any spices and fruits you want to dump in. So the Airlocks are a couple bucks. Vodka is $7 bottom shelf bottle, so not a big deal there. I'm sure you have vodka in your homes. I mean, no, we don't drink. We're Christians.
That's right.
So, yeah, I guess I don't know if that answers your question, but it's not really that expensive to get going. The expensive part in mead making is the honey, because honey is, I mean, like, fun fact, one hive will produce about 80 pounds of honey during a year. So if you keep just a hive out with some bees, I've used 80 pounds this year. So I have single-handedly cleared out a beehive this year. So that's why it's expensive. Like it takes a lot of work to make that honey, the bee spit.
It sounds like a lot of setup, but just think of how drunk you can get from all that alcohol. How long it will last you. Oh yeah, how long does mead last? Like after you produce it, I mean, yeah, it ferments in them their buckets, but then after the fact, how soon do you have to drink it all, or does it last forever because it's? I mean, well, the thing about honey is like it lasts for almost ever. Nice. They actually opened up tombs in Egypt, and there's honey in those tombs that's still good. Like honey lasts forever, so I would assume that this stuff, like it's going to age to drinkable state in about 9 months. I hear, depending on the one you're making, it could take 1 to 2 years to get to its peak taste. And then after that, it probably will stay at that for as long as you need it to. Nice.
Like any alcohol. Nothing's going to crawl in it. If it does, it's stupid because it's dead. So.
Mustard P, thank you for the 2 bits. Mustard P says, more for the bunghole suckback. Someone called Super Home Buddy called you Ultimo Destroyer of Bees. It's true. Well,
I'm giving the bees jobs. Look, someone's got to.
That's right.
Better than wasps, as we said.
Yes.
Hobos of the stinging community.
How many bottles of mead is equal to 20 gallons?
Well, 5 gallons is 25 wine bottles. So that times 5 is 125 wine bottles. And then you can proportion it into beer bottles as you'd like. So a lot.
Nice.
One of these, so basically what the cost effectiveness of it, if that's your thing, like I do it because I want clean booze that I make myself and know what's in it. But if you're doing it for a cost point, even mead, which is probably a little more expensive since it is honey, I'm getting about $4 a bottle of wine right now making myself. So with the glassware included. So $4 a bottle of wine, still cheaper you're going to get in the store. So if you drink wine, it's not a bad hobby to have.
It's a good deal. Mead is like $10 to $15 a bottle, according to Erythium.
It is. It's pretty expensive, and it's a lot of the stuff that they make for commercial use is watered down, and it doesn't have that full honey flavor because honey's expensive, and they don't age it as long as they should because they want to sell you more. Mm-hmm. So it's not going to be as good as the stuff that you'll make yourself.
Ulti, be honest, did you kill the man? What man? He killed it. Well, he didn't kill any bees. He gave bees jobs.
But yeah, the blossom you select honey from is important. Like all of them have different flavors, ash content, pH, granularity, color. I mean, honey selection is actually just as important as anything else. If they call it wildflower, that means they don't know how the fuck they got the honey. It just came from any place. But you know you're going to have a solid product when they know exactly the blossom it came from. So I've used blackberry, clover. The stuff tonight was star thistle, which is apparently Michigan.
Yummy.
So,
Vitali vid. Ulti, I can't. What do you mean? He's right here. He's right in front of us. Which flavor are you looking forward to the most?
Of all my batches? Probably one of the sizers. I've never had a sizer. That's why I wanted to make one. Now I have 2 going, so I actually am looking forward to that. So I think it'll be a pretty delicious combination of apple and honey. So
nice.
But I like generic mead too. I'm really looking forward, because I have one batch going that's literally orange blossom honey and water. And I'm looking forward to that one just as much as any of the others, because I think like the general taste of mead is just great.
Who the hell is this? Oh, you're talking about the disembodied voice. Oh, I'm DJ Rebirth. I'm the camera guy with the tilted hat. Bips. I saw you. I saw that question. How do you have a tilted hat this cool? Well, you have to be DJ Rebirth. Duh.
Yeah, he's in the title. Again, shout out to DJ Rebirth. Please follow him. He brought over the equipment and hooked me up and is doing a great job making sure I'm not boring. So you should definitely follow him. And he's actually another streamer that just happens to live in Omaha. So that's why that worked out.
Heck yeah. Bips is taken up. All right, Bips, have a wonderful night. Thank you for joining us. We appreciate you. Thanks.
Bye, Bips.
Always great to see you, man.
All right, any other questions before we take off? Because I'm ready to put this airlock on, fill up that bunghole.
Yeah, the bunghole. Whoop, no, wrong way. It's that lack of a camera lock. My God. By the way, everybody, RPG limit break. Check it out. All right. Ulti. Haha! It's my camera. See? I can break everything.
I actually own that same camera over there, but yes,
I
mean, it is his camera, this one of it. Yeah. Nice tripod for it, though.
Oh, thanks. I got from Best Buy, you know what I'm saying? It's a good thing.
Best Buy. I didn't know they still make Best Buys.
Heck yeah. They're around. All right, any more questions, everyone? Did we answer everyone's question? Did we miss anybody? We want to give you guys as much information on mead as possible, or as much information on either of us.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure that this is the first mead stream ever for Twitch. Like, I'm not going out on too much of a limb to say that. I don't think, because I've never heard of it, never seen it, and also it's mead. Like, who makes mead?
Mm-hmm, exactly. Professional people.
All right, well, we'll be doing more streams when we go to rack and bottle and all that other stuff. So save up your questions.
Can you give Ulti your glasses? And I don't know. They've been wearing these for a while. It's got all my junk on it.
But I don't need glasses.
Yeah, exactly. Ulti's got perfect vision. Oh, PJ Peter Pan with the 1, 2, 3, 8 bits.
Hey, you, Pan. Glad you were here for the juice mixture because you're too young to drink, so we'll call it juice.
Drink some of those protons. Exactly. All the protons. All right, I think that is going to do it for our question hour. I think everyone's satisfied. Any closing words, Mr. Ulti?
I want to thank everyone for being patient while UPS really screwed me over. Like, they've really been me over. So thanks everyone for being patient, and I'm glad we got to do this because it's something different, and we don't have to wear out our hands resetting Earthbound tonight. So that's always a good night.
Yeah, and give the hands a rest.
But I'll see you on Friday for Earthbound. We will be back at it in 2 days. So, yeah. DJ is typing now.
Typing. All right. Awesome. Well, awesome, guys. We really appreciate you guys being here. Thank you for doing this with us.
Just don't step on my airlock. I don't have any more.
Oh, that's right. Airlock's right there. Again, guys, that's Ultimoist. You know him. I'm DJ Rebirth. Feel free to shoot me a follow. I get to shout myself out. That's the benefit. I speedrun Silent Hill 4. I do DJ streams on Wednesdays, and I play RPG games. I keep it fun. We like to have fun around here. That's what I always say. Yeah. The hell, dog. But yeah, again, everyone, thank you so much. Yeah, feel free to join up in the Discord. Do you have a Discord command?
Yeah, I do. And someone will
awesome.
post it.
Yeah, one of our mods will post a Discord. Join up with the Discord. We're going to be posting pictures. Well, Ulti will be posting pictures of the fermentation process as it ages and becomes a maze ball. So, again, everyone.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
Thanks, everyone.